see how this works. We'll see if it's swell. We will see if it's well, as I always say. As I Wait, how do I sound? As I Wait, how do I sound? I sound okay. You know, I was thinking about this the other day of like, so we've been we've got the Major General that's now joining our a Dark Heresy thing, right? Cool dude, seems really cool. Um, but he seems to have this like intro, like an intro like introduction-y thing that like an intro like, and I'm like, should I get that? Like, should I make an intro that I do that's like works to like very easily tell people what I am, talk through some of the references that people who do know who I am can access, you know? Like, it seems more professional. And because of that, I'm like, that's probably the right way you go about these kinds of things. But I'm not 100% sure if that's my thing for it. I don't know. It's weird because I know if I want to ever, because I'm always saying, look, I don't really care to if I do well in this or if I don't. You know, it's one of those things where if it happens, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But obviously, there are several steps that like Baronzar does and Major General do that are just like bits that could help you at least get seen more that I don't do in any capacity. And there's a part of me that's like, should I be doing those? Because it would take like an extra minute or, you know, maybe 20 minutes for me to come up with like write down a comprehensive idea of like, this is what I want for talking about myself, you know? I don't think it wouldn't be particularly bad. And it would definitely be slightly more helpful instead of the sort of laissez-faire kind of thing that I go about nowadays. But then there's also a part of me that's like, if I become that, I don't know, is it for me kind of thing? What's the tavern brawl? Nope, it's not one that gives you a free deck. I can't do it. That's literally every time I see a tavern brawl. That's what I do. Is I go, oh, is it one where I can get stuff as just a basic person? That's a cool one. I like that. Make that a favorite. So what can I get? I don't know who that is. Oh, that's Nosdamu. Okay. I'm very slowly, by playing Battlegrounds a lot, slowly getting like a custom skin for every character. But it's, as I said, very, very slowly. Anyway, we'll see if I have I come up with an intro or not. If I had thought about this earlier on into this long weekend, maybe I could have spent some more time on it. I think the problem I always have is my job's not that hard, right? But is there no sound? Oh, I don't have sound in these. Oh, that's why. 1 second. Let's see if I can get some music. Yeah.
New electric.
Let's go for I like these. I like quill boars. We'll go for quill boars. But yeah, this will be very, very casual just to see if there's any drops, there's any problems generally with my reliability. Perfect, cool. Let's turn this down a bit. Let's go another one down and we'll do this. Oh, I should have divine shielded them. I don't think these are useful. I think we'll just take another hit to our thing. I don't know how to up my audio stream bitrate. It always keeps coming that up with that on my thing. Maybe it's on here. I should just look it up. I'll look it up at a different time. I guess we do that, and then we take another one of you. And then because I've got 3 mana, I do this. Open settings. Settings. So I'm gonna do tech support while doing this. Refresh feels like the right thing to do. I mean, this is something to put these on. I guess. No, there's nothing here. I'm like, I have to do this. Oh no, this one's perfect because everybody gets a... Everybody gets a, Divine Shield. I'll pick you up next time. Go to the settings, navigate to output. Which enhanced broadcasting is calling some of your Steam settings? Stream settings. Okay, this feels like something I have to do after I've done my stream. That's nice. Always nice. Boom. One of these? Why not? I want you. Boo 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 boo. Boo boo boo. I was thinking about this the other day. I mean, I feel like that's my what's the word? My catchphrase at this point. But I really like the quill boars conceptually, and so I was thinking about like how how they would like work as an army, and I think I've brought this up in a previous stream before, maybe even a stream of Hearthstone Battlegrounds. But I was thinking the other day of like it sort of came on from this. I was thinking about like boar cavalry in fantasy stuff, and so like in fantasy stuff, obviously the boars are probably going to be the bigger than the average boar. I'm thinking like slightly bigger than a horse kind of level, but chunkier. And then I was thinking of like, well, what sort of like fantasy species normally has that kind of fantasy mount? I don't know, like, this seems like it's obviously the Quillbore one, so I should go for it, but it probably is the right thing to do. Oh, lol order. I think we do this. Move you to here. I guess technically I don't need to put it on anyone specifically at this point. I have a free one of these. I have a free one of these. I have a free one of these. So I was thinking like in those sort of situations when you have like a boar or you have like a ram, I was thinking of how like it's different than a horse in terms of cavalry. Because I could be wrong here, and this is just my guess, but if you are getting slammed into by a charging horse, you're getting hit by one of its like legs, and the force is evenly distributed between the 4 legs. And so what you're getting hit by is like half, because you're getting hit by 2 of the legs, half of the force of that actual animal. Whereas I feel like when you have a lower to the ground animal, like a boar, which has much smaller legs, obviously it's going to be slower than a war horse, or like just a horse in general, because it doesn't have the larger gallop. But it does have, you're getting hit by the horns first, because the horns will be the thing at the front. And so it's a lot more, you wouldn't have to breed them to be less scared of charging into stuff, because they're kind of used to charging into stuff. That's unrelated, but the thing that I thought would make sense is I think the force would be more, right? Because you'd be hitting into something harder, because I assume that a horse's leg is softer than like a boar or like a giant warthog's horns. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure. I think this is better in the long run. Diversify threats. No, I'm good. I've got my way of getting more. Okay. Let's do that. So I was thinking that it would hit with a much harder force, which then simultaneously I was thinking of like, okay, I'm turning this slightly more down, I'm sorry. Then I was thinking like, oh, does that change how important the power of something is? So my thinking was like, how do I word this? If I'm hitting with such a large amount of force from the animal itself charging into the enemy, is there that much of a point to have a spear or a lance on the actual animal. Because at the end of the day, that's not actually adding that much to the damage of that. Is it potentially better to have a different weapon on it that is not traditionally on a knight? And especially when it's something like a dwarf on like a giant boar, the difference of like how big, you know, the differences in sizes. Is like such a notable,
don't worry,
such a notable difference that I wonder if like if it's different, you know? Sorry, I was just checking something while I was talking. But like, is it to the point where I was thinking, like, I was spitballing like ideas of like, sorry, there was an advert. I was spitballing ideas of like, would it be better than instead of having a lance on your weapon? Because you still need someone there to... You still need someone there to guide the boar to go in the right direction, right? That isn't a kind of like a need. Wait, did I lose last time? Oh, apparently I did. I don't think any of these need Divine Shield. You need somebody on there guiding it. But is it better to ignore the idea entirely of having a lance or like a spear on it, and instead to go with just like a ranged weapon, like a crossbow? Like, you don't need to actually be the force on this thing. Instead, you can just be kind of like a pseudo... You know how, like, in Lord of the Rings, you have the Oliphants? Oliphants? You have the elephants that, like, they have the sort of palanquin on the back of it. And all the guys on there either have, like... There's either a bunch of people with large... A bunch of people with large, So I'm trying to look at these. I don't think this is relevant now. Maybe this is relevant. And maybe this isn't relevant now, and this is relevant. I'm not sure. This is not... Is this working? I think it's working. And we're going to put the Divine Shield on this person. Maybe it's this? And then we don't want... No, that. That's something. I'm in that point where, like, it starts to become, like, what is the optimal thing? And I don't know what the optimal thing is. Like, is this actually optimal? It's just putting 2 gems on everything. But that puts 3 gems on everything. And it's not surviving another turn. In my head, at the very least. Sorry, I will get back to talking about my stupid idea in a second. Okay. Right, so my thinking is this, right? If you instead of going for like a normal knight idea of like a dude in heavy armor with a lance coming at them, instead you go a different direction and have it where you have a dude on there. He's not particularly wearing incredibly heavy armor, but instead he has like a sort of a rim around where he is of like hard metal, and he just has like a wall mounted, but like a mounted on that sort of rim, like a heavy crossbow, or like a kind of like a like, you know how like in army stuff, I don't know if this is actually true of real life army of how often they use these, but they'll just have like a I'll say that don't really care if you die or not. They'll have like a truck that just has like a machine gun on the back of it, and the whole point of it is just that it like is there to let's play you and get rid of you just so I can get this. The whole point of it is it's just like a fast attack with a machine gun on the top and just mows down everything, right? So my idea is like kind of like a medieval version of that, except he doesn't have a machine gun on because rapid fire technology. Although it is a dwarf, would kind of work, wouldn't really work, but he's a dwarf, so maybe it would work. But the idea of just having like a repeating crossbow or something would kind of be funny. So I don't know. It was something to think about. I kind of liked that as a concept. I don't know if it's realistic. And I don't know if it would be... it would make any sense. But I really liked it as an idea of like... instead of having it with like that charge is the big thing, you're like, oh, the charge is fine. It's big enough already. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that blimmin' final... I can pepper the front line so that they're less ready for the big charge. And also, no matter where I am on the field, I'm blasting you, you know? And also moving the whole truck around. Well, moving the moving the ball around. There's something to that, I think. It's gold. It is gold. I mean, I could have this 25 174 be able to hit for another attack. Or I could have 3-1 on every minion I have. I think 3-1 on every minion I have is probably better in the long run. But like, I don't know, I think that would be a cool concept. And then you could, if you wanted to do it with Quillboars, it becomes a little less of a thing, because my logic is that they're so much bigger. What, the size difference is a bit more of a thing. So like, with like it, I don't know. It's like if you assume that a warhorse are like they can comfortably hold one person and they can pretty much hold two people, right? If they wanted to. Because they can hold one person in heavy armor while also wearing heavy armor and be fine for long periods of time. My thinking was, what happened if I make a thing that's only slightly bigger than a warhorse, but a lot wider and a lot chunkier, and based on like its physiology, can hold a lot more than the than a horse could normally, just because my logic is physiology wise it's a lot lower to the ground, everything's a lot chunkier, that surely it can hold more, right? And you take that and then you put on that thing, not a normal human, which it probably could take maybe two, it probably might even be able to take 3 quite reliably. But instead you put on there somebody that is significantly shorter, but I guess a bit wider. It has to be somebody who doesn't already have it. Oh, okay. Well, I do have somebody I want to get rid of if I find a good card to choose. What, like another one of these? Is that relevant? It's definitely a possibility. I don't think this is nearly as good as I think it is, because I get a bunch of this inherently by putting stuff on him. This is relevant. That's also relevant. If I can put 6 on, it's great. But yeah, like that's my thinking, right? I think it would be kind of cool. I like choosing weird things like that. Like I was thinking about this the other day of like, how do I make a functional goblin army while still keeping everything that makes you think of a goblin as a goblin? So my thinking is, I'm not going to go like, oh, that they've got a hobgoblins, and hobgoblins are like bigger, stronger, and they're functionally just human, you know? I'm not going to go that route. They're going to stay small, and they're going to stay to what they're known for. But you need to do, if you just have like them but with regular equipment, I think like just size difference wise, it doesn't feel right. I'm sure like logically, even if I'm half your size, if I have 6 times as many people as you, I'm probably going to win, right? But it doesn't fit the fantasy aesthetic as much. Even if it is technically true. Oh, I didn't even pick it up. Okay, go on, let's level up. But yeah, like my thinking was like, I was trying to think of that, and that's sort of what happened that made me also think of the boar thing, because first thing I thought was like, okay, what makes a goblin that wouldn't feel like abnormal, like would still make you think they're goblins, right? And so my thinking was, well, what do they normally represent? High population count, obviously. High, they use a lot of poisons a lot of the time, a lot of sneaky tactics, but like, just having like a set of functionally ninjas or, you know, assassins is not good in an army v army context. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is good, but it's not. If every other part of your army is worse, it's not going to be the thing that is the big, you know, the important thing. Whereas like, if your big thing is that you have a really strong infantry, like heavy armored infantry, that can kind of carry you if your other stuff is okay. But that's not something you can do with the goblins because they're not like okay. Okay, this dude is doing my build but better. And yet he was losing, which makes me worried about who the other people are doing. Or what the other people are doing. I've had no buffs to my attack, I think is the biggest problem. Whereas they have. But yeah. And so it was like, okay, well that's not enough. And then one of the things that I had seen that a lot of goblins do in like media is they have quite large beasts to counter it. And so that sort of was another one of the reasonings why I was talking about the boar thing before. But, you know, it doesn't solve the problem. It was just an idea I had. 1, 2, I'll take you. I mean, this is something. It's a 170, 1008. How do you play as plays on 3 friendly minions? I mean, it's something. Probably better than this. Wait. This. Do these count as spells? No, that it's specifically tavern spells. Wait, no, it does count those ones? Oh. Oh, okay. Never mind then. Maybe I don't need this guy anymore. I think I've got enough health on me. And I probably need some attack. Although that guy's not dying anytime soon. You can have a shield though. Oh, that doesn't cast them, does it? It plays. Ah, it'd be so good if it cast them. Oh no, what it is this is casting a spell. It's not doing it. It's because I'm specifically doing it on him. Oh, that's so cool. I hope he kills my 75, 935 person. I don't think he will. But yeah, like, big creatures is another way of doing it, but like, again, maybe it's me not having the creativity for it, but I just can't see having like, it doesn't seem like it's enough to actually be a functioning army that would work. Like, and I'm being generous in the sense of the word functional army, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm talking about a fantasy situation, so you suspend your disbelief occasionally for these kinds of things. I mean, that's something. Probably better than you, because you're not probably dying. Okay, next time I get a Quillbot out of interest, I am just gonna check to see what
It's free to sell on eBay.
It's free to sell on eBay. Every time that comes up, I mute it. That's why the music disappears. But yeah. I don't know, I thought it'd be a cool idea, but I have no idea what I do with the goblins. I think with the goblin idea, I've got no idea, but I think maybe trying like a dwarven faction that aren't in mountains, but instead in long fields or something, I don't know, and you have the boar cav would be kind of cool. You'd have to be able to move it 360 though, because you'll want to be shooting behind you as well. Which might be a problem. Yeah, I just lose because I don't have the damage that they have. I've got the health, I just don't have the damage. Like the fact that my highest damage person is only a 191, whereas their highest damage person is a 712. Kinda just shows the what's the word? Discrepancy? That's the word, discrepancy. It was a good first game, though. You know, that's sort of like... I didn't hit 30? What? That seems unlikely. But yeah, I was just... I really liked it. I wanted to talk about that boar thing, because I thought it was like a really cool concept. Ooh, speaking of lore, actually. One of my friends, Baranzar, who I do the Dark Heresy thing with, he just came out with a new channel called Neo Eden Archives, and it's actually it's like a lore channel, but for like his own custom setting. But he's doing, what I find interesting about it is he's doing it from the perspective of somebody that's just joined a job that's functionally just being an head of like, well, not head of, but part of like a library, and they're just interest in the whole thing. Kind of like how early Emperor has a text-to-speech device was like explaining the factions in a way where it also is like a conversation between people, but you know, it is a person talking about their introduction to the fact that these exist as well, which I think is quite cool. If you want to give that a shout, I would give that a go. I would appreciate it. I mean, it seems like the stream's like it's doing fine. I mean, it's not cutting out. It's not reloading me into the chat, which is normally an indicator. You know? So although we've had to do this, I know it's one of those things where I was like, don't worry about it. We'll be doing it at a normal time. And then I haven't. I'm sorry about that. But, you know, things come up. There was a chance I wouldn't even be doing this because of family matters. You know, there was a chance I just wouldn't be doing a stream at all today. So it's kind of lucky we even got anything. And I know it's bad to say that, but like it is true. This is in your hand, summon a copy of it. Sure. That seems good with this thing, and then like also give me a random boy. That's not really helpful, but you're going down. Oh, this is... I always forget that it's literally a minion in there. Maybe I want this guy. Would it be insane to get this guy? Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I think this could... It probably could also work with a goat. I just like the idea of like the shape of a boar is a bit more... In my head, I can envision it a bit more as having like something on the back of it, whereas a goat, it's less so. There's no logic to that, by the way. That's just my personal opinion on the thing. Is it worth? Probably isn't, right? Probably isn't worth just getting this person. Although it starts buffing this. So maybe? Oh, it doesn't keep its plus attack. It's kind of annoying. I genuinely forgot I also get this. Give a beast, that's not a beast. Oh, another one. Yes. Doesn't matter. You. This is going to be stupid, because this one isn't going to be able to summon this. Right? I think that's how it works. Wait, why didn't that get a... Oh, wait. Why didn't that get a buff? I guess it did, but not on the actual minion that you spawn. It doesn't give the buff, then... Okay. Oh, another one of those. That's actually perfect. That might be the most perfect thing I've seen. But can I have a golden tavern spell? Is that a thing? No, it's a minion. Because there's the time warp ones that are... Like, there's a time warp version of this that gives you like a 4-star, 5-star, and 6-star. Or maybe it's 3-star, 4-star, 5-star. It's probably that, because I'm pretty sure a 6-star is an alternate thing you can get access to that they don't really do. Boom. 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 Okay, yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing here. We're getting a bunch of boys, and then those boys are getting more boys. Oh, it doesn't get the... It just buffs this guy twice. Oh, okay, so it's not as good as I initially thought. Because it always does the left one. Yeah, that's not as useful. Give a random minion in your hand, +7/+7, and summon it. That seems good. None of these are good. So we choose this and we choose this. We take this. I want something that isn't this guy. Okay, that's something. I don't think we need you. This might come back to bite me, but I don't think we need you.
She's been missing.
He's been missing. Is anything good? That guy's pretty good. But not good with this existing. I think we're good. But can I have used this on the time warp thing? I'll check on turn 6. I'll check on turn 6. I don't think I could, but I'll check on turn 6. This won't hit this and then not summon it, right? They would never do that to me, right? They wouldn't screw me over like that, right? They'd never do that to little old me. Boom, boom. Do, do, do. How did it work? I was looking the other way. How did it work? Oh, it did get the other one. But was that because it was random chance? Why did I look at the other screen? It's Twitter. I blame Twitter. It's killing me. I come out of it more depressed every time I look at it, but I just keep looking at it. Okay, there's nothing now I want. This is technically good. I can never play it though. Ooh, that's good. I like this boy. Oh, I probably shouldn't have. I probably shouldn't have played him. No, he's supposed to be played. Because if he doesn't get the end of the turn effect unless he's on the field, and he wouldn't be on the field, right? Yeah, I'm right. I'm one Murloc away. Wait, did I not? Was he there that I could have goldened him? Could have been golden? Gonna be golden. I think he was. Because I can get 4 stars. I'm annoyed with myself. Oh, we got stealth first. That's actually appropriate. Oh, that's a big boy. But we do have a poison boy. Okay, the poison boy hit the wrong person. Okay. Okay, we draw. I want this. But I couldn't give an ass about any of those. Ooh. Do we golden... Gonna be golden this thing? Yeah, let's gonna be golden this. I don't think we need 2. So we're gonna get rid of you. You're technically relevant to be on the field. This appears, this dies. I'm kind of too scared to have you on the field. I don't know how this works. Play you. Like, I genuinely don't know how much board space we have. Like, I think we got 2 board space things here. This should be... This will appear, then this will attack. It'll probably die. Summon you. Then something has to... This has to die. But what happens if... No, because this replaces itself. So it's fine. We need to keep exactly this kind of board. Right? I think that's how it works. In the future. In freaking with the past. I always am terrified that I'm accidentally screen capturing and you're seeing all my secrets, but I don't think it's happening. Yeah, all of them on the field, so it is working how I expected it to work. What do you do? And then turn, adjacent minions get +3/+2. After you play a minion and improve this. Yeah. Yeah, that seems good. Get rid of the I can just kill things, boy. Yeah, I might have screwed myself there. Okay, this is a 3/2. Let's check to see what happens if this... If I play that, does it count? It does! Oh, that's kind of huge. That seems good, but not for me. What the heck? That's a 6-star. I can make that golden. I didn't check to see if I could make him golden. Do I need Wind Fury Boy now? I think he probably replaces Wind Fury Boy. Right? No, he obviously Drama Lock does. Yeah, obviously Drama Lock does. Durkos Anti-Dandruff doesn't need to be in this equation. Yeah, we're going for it. We're gonna be going for it. Get rid of you. None of these are relevant. Get rid of you. Maybe I get a 1-cost spell. I didn't. Maybe I get a 1-cost spell. I didn't. But you're relevant. Okay, here's my idea. This boy is going to get buff these two, which this one's always going to get a new keyword. Got stealth. Ooh, Wind Fury's good. You just made yourself objectively better than the other guy I had. Technically, you don't scale. Oh, it doesn't work if that guy doesn't go first. Ah. There is actually a debuff to this whole thing. And there's no way of going... No way of stopping that, actually. You just gotta hope. Now, is any of these people worth replacing? I don't think there is any. I mean, I can... I think this is relevant. I think this is relevant. No, I don't think there's anything... Problem is, I can't even go for gold. Because... It would imply that I have stuff in hand, and if I have stuff in hand, it could be picked. That's the problem. And this dude wants me to have... this dude wants me to not have them. I guess I should have replaced him with the saxophone guy, but the saxophone guy doesn't give the buffs, and the saxophone guy doesn't have taunt. But the saxophone guy would mean we would guarantee get this one every time on there. So with some, like, extra money, he might be worth it, especially if I can golden him. Depending on what the gold actually does. If the gold, like, doubles their stats, which I would kind of hope it does, then it'd be useful. I could have popped out the chat. Oh, what was I doing? That's something I've got to figure out again. Boom. 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 Yeah, I think I'm outscaled. Not badly outscaled, actually. Maybe a bit bounce. If we see the saxophone guy, we pick him up. Once per turn, after you buy us, you get a Murloc that does it. I mean, objectively, that's good, right? Just objectively. So I have to pick that up. This is also objectively good. This is good. What am I looking at? I need Saxophone Boy. Give me Saxophone Boy. None of you are Saxophone Boy. I mean, another one of those is always good. This is good as well. Ugh, this is a problem. I think I'm stuck between two mechanics here. And I should have been going for the keyword mechanic. No. I shouldn't have been going for the keyword mechanic, but I have. There's also like a pretty obvious spell mechanic that I'm ignoring. Yeah, Murlocs have always been one of those ones where I've been like iffy on how you actually use them. It's the board space manipulation that I always have a problem with. Play this guy. Play this on you.
Working across teams is tough.
It is tough working across teams. I mean, this is useful. plan this. So now we have the guy. I thought he had a saxophone. He doesn't have a saxophone. What happens when we make him golden? Some of the 2 highest for this combat only. Okay. I think we get rid of you. I think we get rid of you. I think we put you down, and I think we get rid of you. So we're getting none of the buffs if I get rid of you. But I think that's the right decision. I think this is the right decision. I think this makes us stronger than we were before. Obviously, there are ways in which we can get screwed over here. Like this dude could be... Okay, he goes for the 2 highest that aren't already summoned, which is pretty huge. I think we win this. Holy, we did. Exclusively thanks to... I don't want to say his name. I thought it was Big Spitter. It's Bile Spitter. Never mind, I can say his name. My hand. Is that worth having down? But I don't think I'd get rid of anybody. Because there is a good chance that... Oh no, there's significantly less of a chance now. So there is a point of playing this. Sorry, I'm really thinking hard about this at the moment. No, he's not useful. Well, he could be, actually. Hold on a second. We play him. We play this. Oh, I didn't buy it. Never mind. Annoyingly. Because this dies... No, in the rally, it dies. And so... Is it worth doing this? I think it might be worth doing this. So this one doesn't necessarily die immediately, which is fine. Because that's what we want. I mean, statistically, it could die immediately, but we can't assume that it's going to die immediately. Yes, this seems significantly better. This is it was just a changing of one thing that made a difference. If you get Divine Shield on that one that can give Venomous, it is kind of insane. I think I was dead anyway, because this... Yeah. It summons 2 beetles. It's the beetle strategy is kind of annoying. Not insane. I gotta stop saying insane for everything. I felt like I was figuring it out. It took near the end, really. Wait, what was that? Oh god, I didn't even read that. The Minor Time Warp offers 5 golden minions this game. They do not give triple rewards. What do we have? Beasts, demons, dragons, murlocs, undead. Demons can use him. Undead, I imagine, can use him. I also quite like him, and I'm not very good at triggering battle cry ones. It's very powerful, obviously, but not as powerful in the hands of little old me. I kind of want to play dragons. Now, this doesn't mean anything in terms of the dragons, but we do have dragons as a thing, right? Yeah, cool. Because occasionally you can have the multi-typed ones in, even if it's not. I'm pretty confident we win this first round. You're not technically dragon specific. Nobody is, right? You look like a dragon. No, you're Galakron. Because, like, this dude's gonna be like a 4-3. Yeah, look at that. One shot. I one-shot him. I think I can win round 2 as well. So is it only the minor time warp, which happens on turn 6, not the major time warp that happens on turn 9? Where we, of course, do the time warp again. Unless it means the 1-cost time warps in the time warp in general is considered the minor time warp. I've never seen the word the minor time warp come up before. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear. Yeah, I win these. Yeah, I do. Where did they change his? No, that's buttons, it's not patches, never mind. Pick this up. I don't want those. God, they do not have the dragons I want, eh? That's a good dragon. God, early game, having an extra 1/1 is kind of like insane, right? Bow, wow, bow, wow. What do we pick? I mean, we can do this, but then what do we put this on? I guess that person? Just for something? Although if that dies, this one kind of gets screwed over, so maybe I should have put it on him. You know? Also, why is this guy sleepy? Like, what part of this dragon implies sleepness? So supporter implies that you give money, you give support to something else, so you give it a buff. But what's the sleepy part? That he only does it when he attacks? Doom doom. Doom doom doom. Okay, right. What do we owe here? I don't think, I'll be honest, I think it's going to be one of those situations where we're forcing a build that isn't actually a good build. But I mean, like a 7-1, an 8-2 that keeps its stats when it's there. Something. I mean, do I get rid of this one? No, that's stupid. Is it? To get him? I think he's pretty good and he scales. But this dude is he doesn't scale. Either way, we're taking this. Oh, it's my favorite boy. Made this guy slightly stronger. He's my favorite as well. She? They? I don't know if it's a male or a female. I can't guess that from the name. Tazgosar. Tegasar. Tegasar. Worried about the future. Ain't screwing with the past. Bow, bow, now, now, bow, now, 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 now. I think we're doing pretty good here. I mean, we don't have a scaling threat, but we've got good stats for now. Which I'm always a scaler at heart. That makes sense? I mean, this is needed to take, but this is also pretty good. And I'm not getting anything from this other than that. So is this better? Getting attacked this way. I'm getting attacked this way. I think this is better. Because even when I do this, it gives him a buff. And then when I do something like this, it'll give him a buff. Look at that. It's now no longer a 7-1. I think this was the right choice, as much as my head wanted to go with the other one. And there's a part of me that still kind of thinks that's right. Is that weird to say? Do 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 do. Oh, this is quite calming. I actually feel like I'm thinking a lot more about each of my turns, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm coming into this, like, having several days off before, and not having come from work where I have to think. Well, I don't have to think that much. You know what, this can play because it's technically just music. No, and then eBay had to come and screw it over. What does this one do? Get 2 1-cost cards from the minor time warp. Oh, that's actually good. Because, like, time warp's cool. Time warp cards are normally good. Ooh. Well, that's good. Right here. Just a general buff. I mean, these guys are guaranteed to get a buff. There's a logic to put it next to this one, but I don't think that's the right thing to do. Boom, 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 boom. Even though these guys are technically more powerful than these. Boom, 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 ba ba dum, boom, boom. Boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, 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 ba-da-dum, boom, boom, ba-da-dum. Oh, I wish that was me. I'm 100% losing this. As much as I hope to God that that's not true, I feel like it is true. I mean, every attack, they're gaining something. Yeah, he's a better dragon deck. But he's doing a different route than me, so maybe we won't overlap too much, is my hope. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is really nice. Okay, this is huge. This is actually huge. Whelps. I'm not doing a whelp thing. This is relevant. This is relevant. I don't think you're needed anymore. I don't think you need to be there either. So here's my logic now, right? Okay. Let me talk it through to you. One, we're doing this. So, this dude starts its turn, gives everybody +4/+4. This one keeps it now, this one keeps it now, plus the buff they get. They keep it because of the inherent ability they have. Everybody also gets +6 health. This guy dies, gives us +1/+1, which will give us a boost to everybody that these two will be happy about, but also we get +6 health, so that's +1/+1 +6 health. If I can get this guy and another one, I don't know what their gold does. Let's have a look. Dragons. You. What's your gold version? Double. I love it when it's double. 3383. Oh, it just scales so high. And we get that. Oh, it's the best of both worlds. It's Hannah Montana the reunion. Oh. We got the shiny ring. What do you do? 3 times per turn. Are you worth doing? I don't think you're relevant to us, but I don't think any of these are relevant to us, really. Maybe this? So I guess I'll take you as well. What do I get here? Is that better than that? The problem is that the concept is not there. Do I get rid of you? You're not hugely relevant, right? Neither are you. This guy's not relevant either, so maybe I'll put him here for now, with the full intention of eventually getting rid of him. I don't think this isn't hugely relevant to us either. But any buffs we can get to him is kind of like a double buff. Well, I guess I could put it on you. If I move you down to here, I can put it on both of you, right? Neighbors? Yeah. That's what we want. Because the 1044 is not doing anything anyway. Oh god, they're outscaling us. They're outscaling us! For like a significant portion. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. I mean, this is pretty good. I'm not sure how relevant you are now. Don't think you're hugely relevant, as much as I like you. What do we do? I mean, we get rid of you. So we can get another one of you. We're only getting +4 per turn, and I think that's what's screwing us. We need to be getting more than +4. And I don't know how we go about doing that. Well, if this hits like 50% of my board, it's permanent. It can't hit you, right? You already got Divine Shield. It might hit you, though. Oh, because it's Friendly Dragon, so this isn't relevant. So it's literally, if it hits that one or that one, so it's statistically likely to be good. Kind of surprised these guys are more powerful, but I guess it hasn't actually been too many turns.
What makes your teeth unique?
My teeth unique? I don't think they are. Oh, I would have liked to have gotten him. Maybe him as well. I kind of want to get, I don't know if it's still a thing, but there was one where it's like it buffs your whole board and it increases by how many tavern spells you cast. There's something to that. I could build my board around that. None of you look like dragons. Okay, he's got it permanently, that's good. If I still had the old one of those, that would be relevant. Not relevant now. What do they have in dragons? They do, that's the guy I want. I want him. Am I at 6 star yet? Nope, 1 button. I'm not. So next turn I can maybe get him. And actually be able to do stuff. Don't really care about any of these 6 stars. I mean, I'm unlikely to die because I think we still have the damage limit on there because there's 5 people. But I'm not going to be able to get a 6 star next turn. So, unless, I guess, I get another one of these Amber Guardians. Because then I could play it, get a random, I get to search for a 6 star and just kind of hope I get the one I want out of 3 things. Out of 3 suggestions, you know, out of all the types, which is unlikely. I kind of just assumed I've lost this next one. Who is this guy? What is this guy playing? He's also playing dragons. He's the guy who's playing the egg ones that beat me last time. And I don't think I'm like hugely much stronger than them. I mean, I've got a divine shield on this guy, which is good. It means they get in for an extra attack. If I can get divine shield on this person, it'd be great. That's good. That's bad. The whelp thing's really bad. I already didn't think I could deal with the whelps. Ooh, they're getting rid of the person that buffs their attack, though. That's relevant. Okay. Okay, we've outscaled them. Or they just... I mean, I didn't feel like their board was that much better than it was before. So maybe it's just one of those situations like that. I can die, though, on the next round. Who got the buff? Must have been someone who didn't get affected by it. This is pretty huge. We'll pick that up. Everyone can have a buff. And then we just gotta hope we get the Amber Guardian, which we haven't. Oh, get something though. Is there anyone that I can get rid of to get that? Oh, I can get rid of the other Amber Guardian. Because that doesn't change anything. None of those are good. I don't think we have anything but dragon. No, none of these guys are secretly also something else, sadly. We have a chance. This person's going beasts, I remember. We just gotta hope we kill enough beasts that we don't die. We don't need to keep this thing paused. Paused. Frozen. Looking at the future. And freaking with the past. What does that one do? Every third friendly target that dies gets a random gold beast. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Oh.
Bring your work with you.
I would bring my work with me, but the whole reason is I don't want to be in my work. Oh, Valorant advert. I just assumed that they had so much people playing Valorant that they wouldn't need to advertise. No, I lose this. Although I don't think I die from this, because I got it down to one guy. Yeah, I only take 9. I mean, I shouldn't die here, so there's a logic to doing this so that I can get a 6-star. None of these are a good 6-star. How are you not hitting this guy, or like, what are you doing? You hitting him? Stop hitting him. I get it. He's a promo Drake, so he makes all the dragons look good. There is a logic to that. There's a logic to this guy, though. I don't think there really is. I thought he was turning half into a statue, but it's kind of, he wants to be a statue, which is interesting. Okay, right. Sorry, I was reading something interesting. Okay, I think we're good here. I got a bit cocky because I was like, 4th place. I've probably outscaled them. You know, because like technically, the people that you fight that are dead don't have. They don't get stronger. They just are what they were when they were dead. No. Give me what I want. No. Give me what I want. No. Please, it's just one dragon. Please, it's not that. Please. Yeah, I technically can go again. There's nothing. I have nothing. Oh, this guy got it. That's good. I've got nothing. It didn't even give me a wannabe gargoyle. What do I do? No, seriously, I think I'm screwed. I think this dude's gonna destroy me. While he's playing Murlocs? Okay, so they might have poisonous, they might just have insane large stats. Might have a bit of both. Doom, doom. Boom, 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 boom. Do, do, do. I don't expect to do much better than this, if I'm being honest, but we'll see. We'll hope. Yeah, a lot of poison. Okay, Divine Shield kind of counts as poison. Assuming that I can start hitting them with the ones that don't have poison. That have the Divine Shields that can... Okay, nope, never mind. Never mind, the Divine Shields never mattered. I mean, actually, that's better for me. But is it enough? It's not enough. Bow, 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 bow. Bow now, bow, bow now. I really want to do a mech game. I hope I get to do a mech game now. Be nice, give me mechs. That's all I ask. Bow, bow now, bow now. Bow now, bow, 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 bow now. Now, now, now. We start at 10 gold? Excuse me? Let's go... None of these are mechs. So I guess I'll go... my Taunt Boy. And then try and go Beasts. Because they're the only ones that make a lot of stuff. I guess Undead do as well. Beasts, Undead? Sold. eBay. Stop. Please. Stop. Stop talking about air fryer stuff. I've already got one. You can't sell me another one. I have too many already. I'll take the beast. And then I'll do this. And I'll do this. That wasn't the right way of going about it, but that's the way I'm going to do it. Next turn, we're doing this, then either rolling or getting another beast. Everybody else is going to have a much bigger board, though. But I'm going to try and rush to, like, top as much as I can. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like more time warp stuff. As much time warp stuff as I physically can get is my go-to. Oh, it's a money match. I get it. What have you got? Only one guy. Well, you would have lost this fight either way. Because my big boy. Give me beast. That's a beast. Not a hugely relevant beast. That a hugely relevant beast? Which one of these is better, you think? We'll pick you, because statistically, we'll take damage, and it'll hit either this guy or the beetle he summons. Next turn, we can do this again. In fact, next turn, there's a logic to doing that, actually. Because next turn, I can get it and upgrade again. Never mind, it wasn't relevant. Well, he was relevant in the sense he survived. But he wasn't relevant in the sense of... he didn't get to buff anyone. Boop, boop. He's also pretty useful. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. God, whenever I have time off, it really does mess with the schedule, eh? Oh, this is good. Look at that. Solid victory. No problems. I don't know if that was a bad symbol. Sorry. I don't think it was a bad symbol, but in my head I'm like, what is it? Do I take a turn off? I think I take a turn off. If I do this, an adjacent battle cry. Nobody has a battle cry I care about. You technically have a buff. A buff. This is probably better. I thought this gave buffs to its attack as well. Why did I think that? Okay, Patches is fine. It was Buttons that I was the other dude. I thought it was a bit weird that if they just changed his ability, it wasn't too powerful, you know? This just it gives buffs to one person? No, it gives +1/+1 to everybody. So actually this does nothing to anybody except up their attack by 1. Hey. Do 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 do. What do you do? Discover a beast? Sure. We do this. We do this. I don't think we need this. That's this is the thing. But I guess if we do this, it actually is more likely to hit into here. That's technically a buff. If you think about it for like less than a second. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Let me have a look at beasts. Beasts. What am I looking for in these higher ranges? After your player is give it damage, put 1 damage to them. That's also pretty good. This is also really good. We probably want this, and then we want this to replace this boy. I Not sure if we're winning this. We're talking about Pepto-Bismol. What is this? Each turn this is in your hand, transfer into one of 2 cost from minor. After you trigger a death rattle, give this +3/+2 permanently. I like these two. No. This doesn't get too much of a buff at the moment, but it's better than having literally nothing on the field. This is kind of not useful. Give me a good card. That's good. That's really good. That's doubly really good because I can get rid of you now and put you in. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm like I don't really know. I need more summoners. But what do we have in here that does that? Like, this is really useful for us as well. But like I needed something that summons one. Like regularly. But like I don't have one. I mean, we're probably going to get the Avenge on at least one of them. Oh, it just kills it. It didn't even get time. Get its buffs. Wow, they did that in an order, unintentionally of course, because they had no control over it, but they did that in an order that was like borderline perfect. Switch. Get a buddy of your hero power. I mean, that might be worth me having. Instead of him? Maybe this? I don't think this needs to be here anymore. I kind of want this thing to die. Maybe actually we want this to die before that. This has never gotten a... Really? Actually kind of makes sense. What even is my buddy? Whenever a friendly taunt minion is attacked, give your minions +1/+1 permanently. Permanently? That's probably better than this guy. This guy's not gotten anything. I don't think he will get anything. I think we're moving out of the Orca and the Rampager as soon as we get something better. Because I just don't think they're going to scale to like a level that matters, you know? They were good early game as like a good combo. But I think that's kind of where they end. Okay, you, even though you got a buff just then, is not relevant. Are you relevant? I mean, you have to be better than this Orca. I think you're better than this Orca. You're probably relevant. Okay, right, okay. So it's not actually giving me a debuff there.
It feels this good to be witch recommended.
What are we thinking here? Like, genuinely, I'm a bit confused about what to do in this situation. I think this gets down, this goes down. And we put this down as well. And we freeze. It's too late. Okay. Here's my idea. Because we're going full in on these beetles, right? We're sort of moving to that direction. Unless... No, that's not relevant. Triggering death rattles isn't actually relevant here. Last game? No, that's not relevant. The mech, that's not really relevant either. This is relevant, and, like, I guess this is useful. If there's anything I care about here, not really. Get rid of you. I mean, I guess with that on the field... Oh, no, it's not dragons. Okay, so we do this, we play you. This might be relevant. This is probably better than having you there. And then if we do this. Okay. Next turn we can get rid of you. I don't know who we replace you with. I think we move you to here. Do we want him here? No, because we don't mind if this guy gets done in. What we're looking for now is we're looking for this boy. The moth. And I think we're good. I think we're kind of being hard carried by this Hydra, which I wouldn't have any other way because I love Hydras. God, this buddy is incredibly relevant. I'm so happy I chose this. +2, +2. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. Give me what I want. No, not useful. But you... We'll keep you for now. Just in case we somehow don't find any beasts that we want to change you for here. I've yet to find a beast. Are you kidding me? Okay, that's something. Oh, that's relevant as well. Is that relevant enough to just play now? Probably is, right? Or maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm wrong. Because if we play that, we don't have this free spot that we can just put random things in. I didn't even see that was a thing you could do. The fact that this gives +2 to +2 to this is like surprisingly relevant. Like the fact everything now that comes in has +1 +2, and then when it gets hit it has +2 +2 is also like pretty relevant. I guess I only get screwed over if there's some people who are using Venomous, or they just outscaled me to the point where I can't take multiple attacks. Even this one's probably going to take like 2 or 3. Do I win this? I think just sheer numbers of stats is kind of like carrying me.
We continue putting engineering resources.
Oh. I did not expect to lose that, if I'm being honest. I looked away for a second because there was an advert I had to get through. That's relevant. That's actually something we can put in. In fact, I think it's so relevant, I'm going to do it now. Ooh. Is that worth? Don't think it is. Because I don't have a synergy with that. That's technically exactly the same as this. I guess actually playing it's technically a buff because it gives a +3/+3 to everything around it. No, we've got functionally that. Ooh, that's probably good. I guess I should put it here. Just so that, like, it has a chance of losing these guys dying and it being relevant. Because I definitely think that's something. God, look how much it's got from... It got 192 from that, eh? Okay, show me how big you're blimmin'... How big are the beetles? Okay, yeah, we're screwed. Yeah, I've not been upping my beetles enough, eh? I think I'm still fine to live, but I don't know how I survive now. You know? Like, we pick up this, sure. Not relevant. I mean, that's better than any of these, right? Technically. I think it goes here? Yeah. That's good. That's real good. Okay, we get rid of that. We get rid of this. Okay. This is relevant now. Oh, it's whenever this takes damage. Ooh, that's less relevant than I initially thought. It's not irrelevant, but it's less relevant, you know? I mean, every beast I play is gonna hit it for 1. There's something there, but not like a huge amount. I thought this was the bird. I think maybe the bird might be better for us. That whenever something takes damage, the other things get buff. Because my dudes aren't like incredibly large. Instead, they're just, there's a lot of them and you have to hit them. Like in this context, I think the way I've gone is technically more useful. It didn't win me that, and in fact I've lost. I haven't lost. My quick maths means I still get 3rd. Is this better than this? Or this? It might be better than this. We'll do this, and we'll get rid of you while we're here. If we see bird, we might pick bird up. Because bird is probably... Every time I see these, you just pick them up. You just do that, and you've gained gold. Play this. Final chance for a bird. No bird. No. Okay, we play this. It'll die, not do any damage. It does damage, but heals 1. We can get more on this, which is something. Also more on this, which is something. I wish its gold version just made it so it got attack as well. Could you imagine if it did that? Don't you forget about me. I might actually lose this. Although actually, all the ones that have the whole overdamage thing are luckily hitting into my huge boy. Oh no, I still think I lose this though. They just have stats on me. Like a lot more stats. Yep, I'm done. Well, I hope everybody had a good time. I had a great time. I will see you all on Wednesday, and it will be at the normal time because I'm at work now. I hope everybody had a good stream. I'm sorry it was at a weird time, but I had to figure out the tech support stuff, and also it's just a lot more convenient to do it now. I wish you all a good couple of days. Ta-ta!